again in the science class. We are going to start the chapter body movement. This is chapter 8 of class 6th. In this chapter we will study, as the name is there, the movement means body movement, how we can move. What is movement? Skeletal system, that is made up of skeleton. Skeleton means made up of bones. Now what is the function of bone? How many types of bones are there? And the joints. Joints makes easier for the movement. In the chapter body movement, in picture you can see different types of postures are there by the human beings. In the picture you can see those are showing the exercise movement, body movement, different types of movements. In this chapter we will study the locomotion, importance of locomotion, skeletal system and its parts, joints and their types, muscular system, locomotion in different animals. Number 1, locomotion. Locomotion is what class? When the person can change the place, change the position, then it is termed as locomotion. In the locomotion, our legs helps us. Now the next is human skeletal system. The human skeletal system is comprises of skull, backbone, rib cage, limb bones and girdles. Human skeletal system is a very important part of our body because this is the framework which is known as skeleton. And we will study all these parts and their functions in this chapter. In the human skeletal system, you can see in the picture the skull is the upper portion in which the brain is protected. Ribs, which is making the rib cage, in which the lungs and the heart is protected. And you can see the hands and the leg. Everywhere the structure is made up of bones, which is showing that most of the part of the body which is just giving a proper shape, it is because of the bones, and these all bones making together the skeletal system. The very important thing, class, we are able to see this skeletal system with the help of X-rays. Now in the picture you are able to see skull. As I told you earlier, skull is a very important part which protects our brain. It is made up of many bones joined together. Now in the picture you are seeing the backbone. It is made up of many small bones called vertebrae. The backbone consists of 33 vertebrae. The rib cage is joined to these bones. You can see in the labeling the term is there. Class, you can imagine if the backbone is straight, then it is not easy to be walked properly. It is not easy to do the work. Even we cannot bend ourselves. So this is the main function of the backbone. In the structure, now we are studying about the rib cage. Rib cage, they join the chest bone and the backbone together to form a box. This is called the rib cage. And how many bones are there, class? There are 12 bones, 12 ribs on each side of the chest. And the important part, you can see that true ribs and false ribs are also there. Now we are seeing the structure of the limbs. Limbs means these are the bones of our hands and the bones of our legs. You can see easily, class, that the limbs is made up of particularly with the bones and the very important part of the limb, that the last one, several small bones called carpals. And carpals, when joined together, this is making our palm, by which we can hold the things, and in the feet we are able to walk. You can see the next is shoulder girdle. Class, the name is shoulder. It means it is present in the upper portion of the body, which attach the hands to the upper part. That's why it is termed as shoulder girdle. The next is the hip girdle, as the name is there. The another name is pelvic girdle also. They encloses the portion of our body below the stomach. This is the portion where we sit, and it gives the proper place to our leg and the lower portion of the body, and easily the leg can move. Now we are talking the important terms of the joints. The place where two or more bones join, it is termed as joints. End of bones forming a joint is lined with a layer of tough and elastic tissue called cartilage. It helps to reduce friction between the bones during movement. Yes, it is very important. It is also present in other parts, example, upper part of ear and front part of the nose. There are three types of joints: immovable or fixed joint, slightly movable joint, and freely movable joint. As the name is there, one by one we will study about the joints. Number one is fixed joint. As you all are seeing, these are present in the skull. You can see, class, if you are touching your head, you will feel that it is made up of so many bones, but all the bones are joined together. So this is the example of fixed joint. Now the next is slightly movable joint. We are seeing this one. This is a pad of cartilage, vertebrae, little bit. We can show the little bit or the slightly movement. It means the example of the slightly movable joint is the backbone. Ball and socket joint. As the name is there, one ball that will be fit in a socket. You can see easily in the diagram. The first one, humerus. This is the bone of our hand. And easily we can move our hand through the ball and socket joint. It is showing that there is a simple cavity like structure. This is the hinge joint, class. You please see this one in the elbow. It means there is a rotation of one side only, movement of one side only. The people or we can move our hands only one side. So this is the example of hinge joint, and easily you can see in your doors. Pivot joint. Pivot joint where our neck joins the head. It is a pivot joint. It allows to bend our head forward and backward easily and turn the head to our right and left. So you can feel this movement. This is the example of pivot joint. Now the gliding joint is there, class. Gliding. Gliding means when something is just moving up and down and the things are not separating. These joints are the gliding joints, and you can see in the ankle and dorsal. It will not be separate, but it will show the movement.
We have done earlier the skeletal system, skull, bones, girdles and the joints. Now the last in your chapter, there is some movement in the animals. First is the earthworm. There is no bone in the earthworm, but it can contracts and expands its body through the muscles. You all have seen the movement of the earthworm. It just take the fore part or the ahead part, just stuck with the ground, and after that it show the movement like this again and again, and just can go ahead from its place and can show the movement. Second one is a snake. Actually the outer one skeleton which you see class, that is the outer skeleton of the scale. It doesn't have any bone. Through the muscular foot, that is strong muscles by which it can move. It show the movement or the locomotion from one place to another place. Now the cockroaches, we all know very well, 3 pairs of legs are there, and you can see the wings are also there to fly. Birds, they can fly easily, streamlined body is there, number 1, and number 2, hollow bones. Hollow means very light, easy to fly. That's why birds can fly. Now we are coming to the fish. We all when make the structure of the fish from your smaller classes, you always make like this the structure of the fish. This is the tail and these are the fins. So fins and tails helps in the movement in the water and body, as you all can see. This is the streamlined body. Now the next is snake class. Snake, it has long backbone and thin muscles which helps them to crawl, to go in the burrows, or to help in the movement. So in this way, according to the NCERT, we have completed all the portions. And the important thing class, the body movement. What is the aim of the chapter? I want to discuss with you. The aim of the chapter is body movement is a very important part. It means movement always should be there. So one advice I want to give you class, do yoga exercises on daily basis, physical exercises to keep your body healthy and fit. Okay, thank you. Best of luck.